and you'd be like, ooh. I'd be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so let's get into this.
You know. Damn, it's banging. You know. It's banging. Oh, banging.
All right, take two. Boys in the Hood. New long sleeve, man, I picked up. I did an intro prior to this, but I looked over there just by luck and my audio was off. So, God, man, you got to be very careful what I do, and whoever else has this issue, just always double, triple check. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, everybody. We in for another mukbang with your boy Snoopy Eats Fall Way, you know. And we doing some Pizza Hut today. It's fresh and hot, buttery. I got 2 ranch, peppercorn ranch, and 2 jalapeno cheddars right here. And like I said, we doing the Pizza Hut thingy thing. And it looked like that. Ding. Right here, right here. Right here, price one. Shout out to Kev Gills, man. All right, now usually I would love to dunk and soak this into some 2-time spicy sauce or the black sauce, but on a work week I can't deal with it. So check it out, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. We don't have a po-up, but we sipping for show up, and we doing a little monster. And this one is the mango loco. All right, this one tastes bomb right here. So let's get into this video. Hope everybody's doing good out there, and cheers to y'all. And remember, anytime you buy these, any can or any drinks, wash and sanitize them before you put your mouth to them. All right, listen, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And let's dig in, y'all. Pizza Hut, I ain't had this in a minute. Gonna make me go poopy time. I'm getting my dunk on hardcore like Twilight ASMR over here. See, look, check it out though. Meat lovers. It's also inspired by RDR too as well. So originally, I wanted to do that I know there's a difference. There's a Detroit deep dish style and a Chicago style deep dish. Do you guys dip or pour? I do both, because I don't care. Like I said, I wish I had some fire sauce to put on this, but it's all good. And I was gonna get wings, but I want the pizza to be the show, to dizzle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mmm. No. See what? Yo. Well, I just say like a video or two ago that I could wear white from head to toe and do a full-blown seafood boil and not spill a drop. I got this fresh, brand new, first time ever wearing Boys in the Hood long sleeve shirt. Just fresh and crispy. And then a drizzle or splatter dipping sauce all over it. This is the only pizza that I enjoy the whole thing. The crust is so buttery squeezy, you can see that butter. You like butter, right? Tell y'all a quick little story about my I have two brothers. I'm the oldest. My younger brother that's older than the little one. So the brother that's right under me. My brother JP, man, shout out to JP. Out there living it up in BC. We were young, probably like I was probably like 12, 13. He was like 9.5, 10. And he's always been like into stuff, you know, a little bit mischievous. But we had a great childhood, man. We used to play tag. We used to go out to the park and swing and run and just jump and all kinds of stuff. And this one dude, old white family, old white guy, he had this big old farm. So when you walk down the sidewalk past the playground and you come around, it's like the sides of the townhouses right here, and their backyards would face the grass, and then it's a big hill. Well, at that time I was small, so it looked huge to me, but it's a huge hill. It goes all the way down. It was like an old tore up wooden fence with like chain link fence, a small one running across it. Anyway, So as kids, like we didn't really listen to our folks. Like we'd be like, "Oh, play right here so we can see or whatever." We used to we do that for a little bit, and get bored, and just like regular, right? You want to explore, you're curious, you want to go kick it and hang out and see, what's around the corner that you're not supposed to go see, right? So, and this is a vivid memory. I'll never forget this because I have more memories over there too. He had, I don't know if they were hound dogs or, looking back now, they could have been hound dogs. Long ears, skinny, muscular body, long snout. Yeah, I think he did. I think they were hound dogs. Anyway. He was a typical, I don't know what kind of, I guess you can call it hillbilly, I guess. Overalls, long beard, ZZ Top looking. And now that I'm older, it was his house, old house. He had like a barn and a couple sheds, a whole bunch of like land. In certain parts it was hard to see because you had like trees and grass and shrubs all over the place. But there used to be these berries, and they might have been blackberries. But just look at how, like, back in the day, like, we had no fear, man. We used to go pick them berries and eat them. And just like looking back on it now, it's kind of like typical like horror movie stuff, right? Because here's this dude right here, like in your mind as a kid, you're like, that fool's a kid. I know he's a killer. He looks like a killer. Excuse me. So out of fear and excitement, we used to go and pick the berries and just kind of like go really, really close to the fence, where you knew it was out of bounds because you could feel it in your gut, right? I'm not supposed to be here right now, right? But screw it. Let's just look, right? Like a couple times the dogs would start barking hella loud, right, and scare us off, and we'd run. And we built up enough courage to actually go further onto his, kind of like on his property, right, without hopping the fence. Because I was like, I'm not stupid. I ain't hopping no fence with no dogs, inside the barn or not. But they'd be outside too. Like I said, it was a big piece of property. We picked the berries or whatever. And we used to go there a few times, probably like 4 or 5 times, just to pick the berries. And I guess it was on his property. So he's seen us a couple times, right? We got spooked. We used to hide, right? So every day, get a little closer. This one particular day, we head down there, right? And we're picking the berries or whatever, and we're teasing the dogs, right? We're teasing the dogs, like barking back, right? Just being dumb kids, right? But having fun, whatever. So this goes on for a little bit of time or whatever, and then he comes out. And when he comes out, it's not like he's just coming out just to get the dogs to see what's going on or whatever. He comes out and looks directly at us like this, with this, like, well, not like this, but like the way he looked. I can't really do the face he had, but this shit was like out of a horror movie, man. It scared the hell out of me and my brother, man. We took off, gone, just like hella fast. And we were hella fast runners too, especially myself. I used to take off my shoes and my socks and run barefoot and just be gone, fool. I used to run so fast that, like, there wasn't enough, I didn't have enough weight on my body to keep, I felt like I was floating. That's how fast I used to run. And we were out. And in that same townhouse environment, there's an underground parking, right? Like a basement parking, if you want to call it, the underground parking. So my dad, he used to park his car down there, but then he could park up on the side too, right? So I don't know what went up in us to be like, let's go play tag or go explore or kick it down in the bottom, right? So, all right. Now, there was this tall, skinny sister, man, old, probably back then, I want to say 40s, 50s. And now that I'm older, I knew that she had like a disability. I don't know if it was mental or whatever. It had to be mental, right? But because of the things that she was doing, right? Because from our balcony, she would come out and bang pots, hella like bang, 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 and look over at you all crazy like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going over there. So anyway, me and my brother get to go on down underground, and I don't know what the hell the whole excitement was. You know, when you're a kid, you know, back then it meant something. Now I'm like, man, what the hell was he doing, fool? So yeah, we went down there. We're just like exploring or whatever. Yo, tell me why this lady came down there. Oh, she was down there, right? So we're just walking around, running around, whatever. Bend the corner and look, and I grab her brother and go, yo, Jay, look, the lady's right there. And the elevator is way in the back where we came from. And it's slow, right? It's an old school steel door elevator, like hella slow, just a typical elevator, right? Back in those days. So now we're just like hearts pumping, dude. Adrenaline is pumping, heart is pumping. Fear. Probably would have done dookie all over myself, but we was just scared, right? Now, she probably most likely 9 times out of 10 would not have harmed us, but in our minds back then, we was like, nah, she's gonna kill us. And she had a huge, I don't know why in my head I'm seeing a 3-pronged pitchfork, but it was some type of like a gardening tool, kind of like a shovel, but it wasn't like a shovel. It had like edges on it. Anyway, so before I tell you what she was doing there, we got hella scared. She saw us, fool. She saw us, right? So we're scared shitless now. We're just like, yo, we're gone, right? Bounce, book, run all the way to the elevator, and you don't want to look back, right? So we get there hella fast, and I couldn't run and reach my finger out to hit that button as fast. Hit a button like this. I'm holding my brother's hand like this, and he's tripping out, right? I'm scared too. I'm trying to maintain a little bit, right? Because I'm the bigger brother or whatever. And so the elevator starts to open up. Look back. Here she comes, bro. She's coming, bro. She's coming. She's coming. Scared as hell. Holy shit. Get in the elevator. Push the button, dude. And she's coming, dog. And the door's closed. She's coming. Like, oh my God, dude. Door closes. We hit our floor, dude. I'll never forget this shit. We hit our floor. And we're both tripped out, dude. We want to cry. I know my brother was crying. We were just like, just out of it. Just, we were a mess, right? So anyway, so we get up to the floor. We boogie back and we go to the door. And we knock on the door. Mom, open the door. Mom, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. She's like, what? Ran inside. Lock the door. Lock the door. Close the door. Ran inside. So then anyway, long story short, so we gave her the story, whatever. And then, oh man, that was one of the most scariest moments of my life. I've had tons, but that's one I will never forget. And we had a couple more small little minor run-ins with her, but nothing serious. But that right there scared the hell out of me and my brother. So my mother, in her way to explain to her young sons, was that, you know, the lady's head ain't right. You know, she's not all there types, but you know, she's not 100%. But she won't hurt nobody or whatever. But just stay away. Like, don't go bother her and all that stuff. Right? Stay where I tell you guys to stay. Get a little trouble, get grounded or whatever. Like, don't go over there. Don't go around the complex building. The park is right here. I can see you from the balcony. Stay here. Okay. I didn't even want to go back outside for a long time. So, man. I missed that place. And I went back a long time ago, probably like 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. I took my kids to go back for me to get back the memories and show them where, you know, this is where Dad grew up a little bit. Well, not grew up, but before we moved to California, this is where we used to live, and this is where a lot of memories are at. Riding big wheels, sneaking and jumping over to go to the apartments to get in the pool right there, because you just hop the fence, you can go swimming, get chased up out of there. Then the mall was right up the street. Go over there, grab some grape bubble gum and some ketchup chips, right? Little grape soda or whatnot. And so we found out, so we used to call her the crazy lady. she would bang her pots on the balcony, come out like bang, 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 bang. Now I'm looking back, and bitch, what the hell wrong with you? But how I am now, I'll be like, hey man, you need to chill out with that noise, man. Throw an old shoe at her. Shut your ass up, fool. I'm over here trying to consecrate. No, I'm just joking for comedy purposes, but I would never do that. But I would be like, damn, dude, you tripping? What's up? So yeah. But apparently, I guess, you know, my parents would go do grocery or go out. My dad go to work or whatever. I guess they'd run in with her and say hi or whatever, right? But what my parents, my mom and dad were saying when we were talking about it, because, you know, she told my pops about it. They were saying that, yeah, she's not all right in the head or whatever, and that thing that she has is just like a shovel or whatever, and she goes digging through the big tall garbage bins looking for cigarettes or cigarette butts, right? So I was like, damn, dude, that's freaking crazy. And then I don't know, I don't remember this how far in between, but we still lived there, of course, and that lady still lived there, and basically she lived. I don't know if it was a floor or two down or a floor or two up, and opposite the way of the house, so maybe like 5, 6. If she was on our level in that apartment, she would be like 5 or 6 apartments down. But the way the apartments were at, like, we were the second or third in from the elevator. So that you come out the elevator, you turn left and go up 4 stairs, and then go 1, 2, either 3 or 4, and we were on the left. You would have to go down those stairs again, go to your right, and go 5 or 6 down to the right, and that's where she lived, right? Because this is why I know that. One day, my mother gets the smart idea. Excuse me. Because my parents used to make us do everything. Go upstairs and get this. Go downstairs and get this. Go over. Call your grandmother. Do this. Like everything. Wash this. Everything we had to do. So this one time, she asked me to go and knock on her door nicely and ask her if we can borrow her vacuum. What? Hell, man, if I could cuss back then, I would have got smacked with a bat. But yo, hell no, you're not asking me to go to that lady's house to borrow a vacuum. Go to Kmart and buy a vacuum, cuz no. That is the worst thing that you can ask. Look, I'll eat porridge and raisins, which I hate. You know, liver. But don't send me to that lady's house. Please don't do that. My mother, or she tell you to do something, you could go ahead. She'll let you get away with a little fuss or whatever, but you're gonna do what she tell you to do. Just to take your brother with you. Take your brother with you. And my parents are from Guyana, right? So underneath the sink, my dad had a big ass, what you would call a machete, we call it a cutlass, right? Big handle, looked like pretty much what Jason would kill you with, right? That was in my mind. Man, I want to go sneak and grab that real quick, but then what am I gonna do? Chop the lady up? I was scared. It must have took us, I don't know how long to go knock on the door, but she was cool, man. She was cool, but she had short, wiry hair all over the place, skinny, hella tall. Well, it could have been just because I was small, right? To me, she was like 8 foot tall. I'm looking up and I'm just hella scared. Old, thin, kind of like nightgown type thing she was wearing. Crazy looking eyes. But now looking back now, she could have been a recovering crack addict or on crack or what. I don't know, man. She looked like she was yayed out for real. Scared in hell, boy. Actually, board a vacuum. My God. That was a trip, man. That was a straight trip. Plus, on top of that, very young. And scary movies back then used to scare the shit out of me, like straight up. Like, there's a funny story, dude. If my family ever gets a chance to see this, they'll laugh because they know. When we moved to California, it was 83 or 84. My cousin Troy, my cousin Ryan, my cousin Mumtaz, and it was just us for the most part, right? Stay on the other side of Oak Grove High School in San Jose, man. Shout out to Southside San Ho, that 4-way, you know. Anyway, cozy times. My aunt would come with big buckets of KFC. That's what I remember the most. She'd get other food too, but I just remembered because I loved back then the KFC. Nothing like how it is now. That KFC back then was straight up banging. Drop a 7 on the comments if you agree with me. The KFC back in the day, late 80s, early 90s, was plump, big pieces of chicken, like huge pieces of chicken. And the flavor was just, that recipe was just like straight on point. I'll never forget leg and thigh. The breasts were like this, dude, like massive. Anyway, so long story short, she'd get that, and then we'd have movie night. And to this day, I'm still a huge movie and video game nerd. Straight up, I love it. So as much as I loved how Freddy Krueger looked, how Jason looked, the storyline and stuff like that, I used to cover up my blanket like this because that shit used to scare the hell out of me, right? So, but my cousin Troy, he can watch it. Then I just like, man, crazy. Then a little sex scene to come out, you know what I'm saying? Somebody smashing booty, and then somebody go, hey, you guys throw the blanket over us. I'm just like covered up. I'm sweating bullets, fool. All I hear is and it's Jason. Scared, dude. But I was always fascinated by how he looked, right? And same thing with Freddy too. And then like 2-3 years after, I was able to watch him and then fell in love with him. Now I collect them all. I can sit here, pitch dark, watch all the Halloweens, all the Jasons, all the Freddys. I love. It's just like my homies on the screen killing people. Back then, nope. Forget about it. Now, little baby Snoop, man, I was sweating underneath my orange and green blanket, man. But growing up in California was beautiful, man. Especially when we used to come outside of summers, no school, on vacation. And my cousin Troy got the turbo hopper, remote control RC, remote control car. And that thing was fast, man. It was sick. The little rubber tires, the motor and stuff like that. And we used to whip that thing around. He let me use it an area in there, but we used to just like, you know, he was older than us, so he knew how to control it, but we didn't want to mess it up. So I don't know if it was, yeah, it was him. It was him. He did it by accident, or unless he was trying to, I don't remember. But when you come down his stairs, there was like a bench over here, bench over here. It's kind of like a basketball court, but without the hoops. And we just, you know, all the neighborhood kids and girls and stuff come out and chill right there. There was a park right there, and you could walk around, and then there's a little back area you can kick it. It was pretty tight. So, but the cement had a small little slope, so it had, I don't know if it rained or the sprinkler soaked it or whatever, but it had like probably like about 1 inch deep water, right? So my cousin's like whipping around, the thing's hopping all over the place, just sick. A white, what I say was turbo hopper, right? Excuse me. And then he was coming back hella fast and just, and then he whipped it, and he went to make it, I think he wanted to make it skid out sideways, and then he hit the water, and then that shit just smoked. It was just smoke all over the place. Tow up his car, man. That fool tore his car up. But yeah, we had some good times, man. And we would collect hella shit. Like my cousin had, I don't know how many damn boxes of baseball cards one dude could have. Probably like a good 25, 30 of those long boxes like this that open up, cardboard boxes. All cards everywhere. Binders. Big thick ass binders like this. Open up, turn the page, cards. That's all he had was cards everywhere. And that was just baseball. He had basketball, he had football. I collected a lot of cards too. But I only had a few hundred. This dude had thousands of cards, and he had like special cards too. Like my Uncle Patrick would take them. Hey, you take me too every once in a while. And then he'd be like, that can have that. He'd buy it for him. Michael Jordan, North Carolina card. Mark McGuire. I don't know, rookie error flare card. Where only one card was made like that, and it had like a little white slash, like a Nike slash, and it was rare because it was an error. Crazy, dude. He had everything. Jose Canseco. Back then, when I used to really get down with sports hard. But yeah, man. Somebody had requested story times, and then those just started popping up in my head. But my back in the day stories are fun. They're funny though. A couple years back, on a YouTube video, I do not remember. I have almost 500 videos, so I do not remember. But I told a story about a memory of an event that happened when that same place with the crazy lady, me and my brother were riding our bikes, right? And there's a slope. When you come out the parking lot, come over this little hill, and it's a slope like this. And then there's a speed bump. And you drive up a little bit, and there's a sidewalk. Then there's another speed bump, and then you can take off to the street, right? But back then, that slope was high for us, so we used to take it and pedal hella fast in this coast, right? And you can bunny hop over the curves. And I was telling that story how I bunny hopped, but my brother, he came faster. He came from, like, we both took off, but he was coming out faster. I don't know if he lost control. He was just trying to cut me off to show up like he was faster than me. But he came up over the curb. He came up over the speed bump a little bit before me and clipped me, and I landed, and somehow our tires kind of locked or twisted or whatever, and I flipped and flew over my handlebars, and I landed on my mouth on the street. So I went boom with my face, but when I hit, my mouth was open like this. So I was like, so I scraped across, I don't know, probably a good 10, 15 feet. Slid, scraped up all my body and everything but my mouth. And these two front teeth right here, you probably can't see it, which is good. But they're capped because they grinded down in half. I know I felt tremendous pain before in my life several times growing up. But that right there stands out. So I would have to give that the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Straight open mouth across the street. Hot summer heat, boom, grinding teeth down on the asphalt. Kind of hurts just think about that memory. But yeah, we had some fun. We had some crazy, wild days in our YouTube, and there's more too. But my favorite times, I'll probably tell us in another mukbang. You guys gotta remind me. Is when before we moved to the the hell is that? Should look like a bug. Could be a piece of meat. Oh, I ain't eat it. Before we moved to the south side of San Jose, we used to live on the west side of San Jose. Shout out to the west side. Probably the best memories of my life. And we lived in Cupertino. You can Google map this right now. Google map, I want to say Campbell. Just Google Meridian Heights Apartments, West San Jose. I don't know what color that those townhouses are now, but when I was living there, it was like a Navajo beige, Navajo white, or Navajo beige, like a creamy light brown with just like regular crayon blue trim. With some bomb memories in there too, man. We used to catch lizards in there. My brother caught a frog, threw it in the pool, was swimming with it. The homeboy Calvin, his big brother, light-skinned brothers with green eyes. They'd come out with the ghetto blaster and the barbecue. And we'd just be swimming, dude, for hours till the sun come down. And then hella cute girls would come through. I remember, dude, oh my God, I remember this girl named Taylor, bro. Shit. Cute Latina chick. Just, I think she was Mexican or El Salvadoran or something like that. I don't remember. But her name was Taylor. And that was my so-called first girlfriend. But I was just hella shy. But I used to dance like Michael Jackson. She used to, you know, my mom and them would invite her to come in. We'd have chips and snacks and stuff. And then she would sit on the couch and then I would do my performance. I'd do Billie Jean, like all kinds of, and I'd have the pants, right? Little school slacks, pull them up high so they float a bit, pull my socks all the way up. I had the dress shoes, and the curl, so, which is my natural hair. But, you know, back then it was tighter and I didn't know about gel. So I used to put grease in it. So I looked pretty much just like Michael Jackson for that time, right? Anyway, so we used to do the dance, have hella fun. And she was a cute chick, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was hella shy, but she liked me and I knew it, but I used to get mad, like, no, like, you know, my like, parents would tease me, like, ooh, Shaw likes Taylor. Like, no, I don't, stop, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? When you're a kid, you're just like, man, you don't want to hear, all I want to do is go kick with my homeboys over there and go swimming, right? And eat chips and Snickers. But yeah, she was a cutie, man. And I'll never forget when she tried to get like really close to me and pull me in for that little kiss. But that's gonna be on the next one. That's gonna be on the next one. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm full. I pretty much just wanted to chill and chat with y'all. That's all. So yeah, my childhood, man, was the bomb. It was fun. Anyway, man, if you enjoyed this video, please hit it with a thumbs up. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay focused, stay grounded. Take your shoes off. I'm promoting this big time. Take your shoes off. Get barefoot. Go outside. Walk around the grass for a little bit. Let the sun hit you. Give thanks and praises. And keep it crispy. It's all good. Until the next time, man, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. It's your boy Snoopy signing out. You know. Peace.